And I am Sunny Chayes. This is a Sunny Chayes show, and we are bringing you today Solutionaries Extraordinaire. We are listening right now to Myron McKinley play the most beautiful music, and we're going to have more of that. And we have the incredible and fabulous Michel Pascal, who is my dear friend, meditation master, author, and supreme vocalist extraordinaire also. And more introductions will go on, but shall we just bring them on, Kurt? Is that cool? Let's just bring them on. Yay, guys. So I want to just get right into it. Hi, Myron.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, Michelle.
So
Myron is, I'm watching a clock. I have a clock here because in 12 minutes he's racing off to be playing with Earth, Wind, and Fire. He is the keyboardist and he is a musical director for Earth, Wind, and Fire. So we have him here for these next, I think it's 15 minutes. And so I'm so grateful to have you here. Thank you so much.
My pleasure to be here.
And we have Michel Pascal, who is, again, my dear friend, and many, many things. So you guys know him. He's been on my show before. He has written a beautiful book that I love. It's called 10 Best Ways to Meditate.
Yes, meditation for daily stress.
Yes, and meditate like the mountain. You know, I've said that to you guys many times. Meditate like the dolphin. And so today we're going to be chatting. I feel so wild. I'm like in the middle of you guys. This is so different. We're going to be talking about something very, very important that's extremely relevant. And these guys have partnered. They've come together to bring a beautiful app to our brothers and sisters who may feel disconnected and to connect them. So with that, Michel, let us know a little bit. And then I know we're going to get right to music so we can grab Myron before he has to race off.
When I came from the Himalayas, from my monastery in Nepal to Los Angeles, I was so surprised to see that when we have no money, we have no meditation, no yoga, no well-being. We have nothing. So the idea was to create the first free app for meditation, for yoga, for spirituality, for science. So in America, million people are in the poverty. Poverty means it's difficult to pay the lease. Poverty means also I live in a shelter, I live in a car. But the idea with Myron was to create together an amazing app. And immediately when you listen those meditation, when you listen those music, you are calmer immediately.
Yeah. When I heard, one thing I wanted to say to you, Myron, is we have all heard a lot of musicians in the world. And when I was listening to the meditation that you guys created, that's about 11 minutes long, I was just like, what beautiful notes can I hear that come together? And then you took it to a whole nother place. So bless you.
Oh,
and
thank you.
Thank you for what you do. And guys, you may be thinking you were, I'll translate a little bit for Michel because sometimes I can't understand him. When I understand his heart always. We have, I was telling people about this meditation app, and people were saying, well, wait a minute, how do people who are homeless have phones, or people in prisons have phones? And the truth is, it is the one thing that a lot of people do have that still connects them. So that's why this meditation app is so important. And also in prisons, people do have cell phones. And I love the fact that Eric Garcetti has given thousands and thousands, how many? Thousands of cell phones to homeless people and other people in challenging situations in Los Angeles County. So again, thank you to the civil servants who often come to our aid, even though we tend to demonize them and demonize politics. They're good ones among us, guys, so remember to vote. But anyway,
very true.
That's a whole other thing we'll be talking about soon.
It sure is.
So I want to, because I am watching the clock and we will get into so much more, is it possible to just go right into some music? I'd really love to do that.
Sure.
For you guys to understand why we're here, let's just bring on the music, I say.
Okay.
So Kurt's going to do something magical, and then we're going to go right in.
Oh, you. O mani O mani O mani O mani O mani O mani Play, Myron, play.
And then go into talking. It's kind of odd for me because I feel like not talking.
Should be a moment, huh?
Yes, but because it doesn't work that way on radio, I'll just speak quietly and hopefully Kurt can pick up my voice. You know, coming in, traveling into the studio and all the stress and everything, getting everything, the lights and everything organized here, and I was getting a little stressful, and now I feel like a lily pad. I feel like a little frog on the lily pad.
There it is. Worked out.
Oh my gosh.
We can play another song if you want.
Well, I
before
want to
Myron
chat.
moves.
Let's see, how many more
Yes.
minutes do we have, Myron? We have,
2
okay,
minutes.
we have 2 minutes,
Yes.
so let us play one more thing, guys, and then we'll chat.
Yes.
Yes, so shall we? Yes.
It's a
thank you
song
so
that
much.
we will play at the Carnegie Hall
Oh, Carnegie
with
Hall.
Myron. We
Yes.
perform together in a few days. Monday, November 26th at Carnegie Hall with Myron and his trio. Also, he's an amazing musician. Stacy Lamont-Sidnor on drums, Ian Martin on bass.
Yes.
For me, one of the best jazz trio in the world. So
Yes.
it's
Thank you so
amazing.
much.
Absolutely.
And also my friend Amanda Holly, an amazing singer, and Christina Hill.
Oh, fantastic.
So we can sing one of the songs who opens the show. So it's like in your show, we are at the
Yes.
Carnegie Hall. It's a
Thank
song
you.
written by Enna Love. The title of the song is Teach Me to Love.
So before we go into it, because what's going to happen is we're going to play this, and then Myron's going to disappear. So bless you. Thank you so
Thank
much
you for having me. I
for
appreciate
coming
it.
to
Thank
this
you, Michelle.
day. And
Appreciate it.
I'm so grateful to all of you guys that you
you.
make this happen so that we can come together in this way. And I will be talking more about creativity and how all of these things can be happening with you. But I shall now be quiet and let the music begin.
In our world, too many tears, too many fears have gotten in our way. In our lives, we see the pain. There is a way to change the dark to light. Teach me to love. Show me the way into your heart. I want to know the place where love resides. Teach me to love. Guide me into your tender heart. Do you believe that love is meant to be? It's not easy, but we must fight. We must believe the truth is love divine. Teach me to love. Show me the way into your heart. I want to know the place where love resides. Teach me to love. Guide me into your tender heart. Do you believe that love is meant to be? Time and time again, I try to show you who I am. Oh, time and time again, I try to love you where you are. But today I cry, today I try. Release this prayer to the sky. Teach me to love. Show me the way into your heart. I want to know the place where love resides. Teach me to love. Guide me into your tender heart. Do you believe that love is meant to be? Teach me to love.
I'm going to ask you to sit down so the piano can sing. Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And give everybody a hug at Earth, Wind,
I
and Fire
will.
for me.
Starting with you.
Thank you
Pleasure
so
being there.
much,
Thank you.
beautiful one.
Appreciate it.
And
Thank
we will
you.
see you
you,
again
my
soon.
See you.
And we get to hover around the piano
Yes.
for a little while. Later.
Enjoy my baby.
Yes,
I take
yes,
care
we
of
will
your baby,
enjoy
my
your
friend.
baby, absolutely. And so I'm actually curious, Kurt, did our friend get out of range when he stood up?
Audio-wise, he was great. I
Okay.
cut off his head a little bit on the video.
Okay, but you could see part of his head?
Yeah.
Yay, okay, good, guys, because I want to make sure that you could actually see you.
Sorry.
So, oh my gosh, one thing that I want to chat with us about, and we're good, Kurt, I think he's going to play around with the camera a little bit. What I want to ask you is to talk a little bit about the creativity, and I'm going to mention that for you guys, you know, I'm always talking about the replicable aspects of creativity and imagination, being able to see what people do around us in our life, see what people do around us in our communities, and also what we can do and how we can take that and use it with our own life, with our own imagination, with our own stirring of creativity to do cool things. So first of all, thank you so much for doing what you're doing to connect brothers and sisters who may feel disconnected. Even though we know we are all connected, we don't always feel like that. So I'd just like you to talk to that a little bit.
So, for me, life is simple. We are too much complicated for nothing.
So true.
Meditation doesn't mean at all the cliché that we have in America. You know, the beautiful girl in a lotus position facing to a lake. You know, to say
Yes.
that. So I come from a lineage in spirituality. I was the disciple of Chhepa Dorje Rinpoche, the Tibetan master. And in Tibetan etymology, we learn that meditation doesn't mean at all the cliché that we have, but it means I train my mind in my daily life. So I try to be calmer in the daily stress. And this app, it's a way to help everyone to be calmer immediately. I am in the traffic. I feel stress in the traffic. I am at the workplace. My manager is so stressed. My co-workers, my children when I go back home, my friends, I have a lot of challenge. How can I be calmer immediately?
Yeah.
This is mind dive. We dive inside us.
Yes.
We dive in our soul. We feel, everyone, you, me, Myron, everyone, we feel that we have a spiritual dimension.
Yes.
We have a soul. As say my friend Michel Beckwith, we have a soul.
Yes.
And when
we are a soul. We are a soul.
And we are a soul. And when we go back to the soul, when we go back home,
Yes.
we feel protected.
Yeah.
There is no fears.
Yes.
There is no doubt. The mind is clear. We are confident.
Yes.
So mind dive, the goal of this app, it's how in 1 second, I can dive
Ooh.
like a dolphin
Ooh.
inside my soul.
I love that. One thing I want to share with you guys about Michel that I've learned is I do live in the Western world, and I have a lot of traffic stresses and things like that happening. And one time we were meeting, and I was going from, if you guys know LA at all, I was going from Santa Monica to the heart of Hollywood at 5 o'clock traffic. And I was meant to be at your place at a certain time, and it was 110 degrees, no joke. And I was just sweating and stressed and just, oh gosh. And when I got to you, you looked at me with such gratitude and such happiness that I arrived. And I thought, gosh, how many times have I been a person where if somebody's really keeping me waiting, or I was really stressed and it took me a second to kind of calm down, or usually longer, and just your gratitude for seeing me and being so in the moment, I've kept that with me for all this time since then, because what I realized in that moment was all that stress that I was having was unnecessary. It was completely fine with you that I got there when I did. And your greeting to me was so filled with grace and gratitude and joy and laughing as you do that I thought, gosh, can I take some of that? Can I live with that in my life sometimes? Because it is really... It was just like they used to say in the 60s, it's where it's at, baby. Like, that was so happening. So just to let you guys know, I've learned much from you.
No, I learn from you.
Oh,
There
wow.
is no teacher, there is no student. There is an exchange of energy. And I have the chance since 4 years to teach for the prisoners, for the homeless at Amity Foundation.
Yes, Amity Foundation's very good
It's
organization.
an amazing organization. And you know, Sonny, 80% of,
80.
of parolees,
Uh-huh.
they return to jail in California.
Yes.
But at Amity Foundation, with this meditation, with yoga, with motivator from Michel Beckwith, from Agape, 80% of parolees, they never return to jail. They find a job. They rebuild a family. So yes, we have found the key in Los Angeles to reduce the violence. It's
Yes.
not a blah blah, it's a data.
It's-
So
Yeah.
I am so happy to be in your show
Oh.
because what we talk today with this app, it's a revolution in America. Million people are in the poverty, and also people who are not in poverty. Everyone can
Emotional poverty.
exactly
Yeah. Yeah.
spiritual poverty.
Yeah.
Everyone can download this app. There is no, oh, try this app a few days and after you pay with your card, there is a premium. Shut up. Nothing. The idea was to say all is free. And I was so impressed when Verdin White, the co-founder of Earth, Wind and Fire, when Myron McKinley, my brother, the music director of Earth, Wind and Fire, they say, Michel, we come to play in this app for the poorest people of America.
So I want to know exactly, just so you guys can know. First of all, it's called Mind Dive,
Yes, Mind Dive.
which is, of course, fantastic. And then, and will it be? How will people be able to? It's coming out. This is you were saying this is kind of the premiere show to
Yes.
announce it to you guys. So I want
It's
to make
the
it pretty
exclusive
clear.
for you, Sonny.
Thank you.
Because
thank
you are a spiritual activist,
Thank you.
spiritual sexy activist.
Thank, thank you. I feel like I'm the spiritual seeker, so thank you for that title. So it's Mind Dive, and then how do people get it? So that we
Everyone
all
can
share?
download the app, Mind Dive, like Android, like Google, like everyone can download the app,
Okay.
like any app.
Okay.
But for this app, you don't need any password, you don't give your credit card, you give nothing.
Yay.
You download in one click, poof, and you have the app immediately.
Poof. I love it. Poof.
So
And,
simple.
And it will have meditations. It will have.
So on this app, we have meditation in daily stress, in English and in Spanish.
Yay.
It was also, this app, it's also made in Spanish for million Hispanic people around the world with Juliana Klinkert. Juliana, she teach also this meditation for the prisoners, for women abuse in Los Angeles. She comes from Colombia.
Nice.
She was also in a Buddhist monastery like me. And in this app, so many short meditation, like 1 minute meditation. When I am stressed in the traffic, when I am in my job, when I am fired from my job, when I have not enough money, in any cases of stress, how can I be calmer immediately? Meditation. We have also yoga with Sonia Om. Sonia, she is a disciple of Sri Dharma Mitra, the
Okay.
famous yoga master. And Sonia, she has developed a genius new way of yoga to help you facing your computer, to help you with your cell phone, to help you in the
Beautiful.
traffic, which practice of yoga, which movement I can do to stretch my body to feel better.
And how long are the yoga
1 minute.
meditations? Also 1 minute.
1 minute.
Wow.
So in
Wow.
a short movement, I will immediately, when I am sitting down facing the computer, my body feel better. We have also science and spirituality.
Yes, we
we
do.
have the best top scientists of America, like Professor Gary Schwartz,
Okay.
Dean Radin, Menas Kafatos, Diane Powell, Deepak Chopra, of course. We have the best, Mario Beauregard, Dr. Natalie Tran from Harvard University, Liza Miller from Columbia University. So, and we have also access to healing therapy with
Beautiful.
Alex Uterman, the famous healer of Los Angeles. And we have also the Native American tradition
Yes.
with
Native
the Chumash
American.
tribes. We film with the Chumash some special teaching that we share with people. And in this app, we have the music with Verdin White and Myron McKinley, the Love Bang project. Love Bang, it's a music that we play together. But in this music, I sing, but we have also 100 prisoners and homeless, they sing with us
Oh, I
at
love
Amity
it.
Foundation. They
That's
sing backing
fantastic.
vocals, rap music. They have a lot of talent. So it was an amazing
Oh.
bridge when Verdine White accepted with Myron to say, yes, we want to play with those poor people in the app.
That is so fantastic.
And all is free.
And all is free. Well, the thing that I'm excited about right now in the world is that I see a lot of pain. I feel pain myself with a lot that's going on in the world. And I also know that there is a lot of newness coming up. Through the pain and through the discord, there is a lot of reason to dig deeper and to find out how to not just be a little bit discordant, but how to dig that out. And by digging deeply into that aspect, we find such a deep peace. So this deep dive concept is sort of, I think of it as, even digging in the earth. I mean, we have a little weed, we dig deep to get the weeds out. And we know now in science that with our brains, and there's so many aspects of the science that's coming forward, knowing that even just breathing deeply, it immediately tells the body that it's safe. That it's safe. And so having the special breath, it is like boom, like poof, and everything shifts. And the more we can do that, the more we are going to be in a place where we can feel the peace ourselves. And then when we're dealing with other people, when we're playing with other people, I should say, I don't like to say dealing because that sounds a little heavy, but playing with other people, conversing with other people, we can have the peace and we can bring the peace. And that's what we all want. We all want peace. We're just kind of floundering around, feeling sometimes disconnected. How do we make that happen in our own lives? And how do we find the peace for ourselves and then to bring it to our families, our communities, or our jobs, or our in the political realm, or in bigger situations that affect so many more people? So I'm so grateful that you're doing this because I want the pain to stop for so many people who I know and so many people I may never meet and so many of you guys out there who I may never meet. I want this pain to stop.
So the most important, especially in our world, is to be less stressed. Because
And
when
less
we are
fearful,
stressed,
right?
the mind is very perturbated, our immune system is destroyed.
Yeah.
But if we are calmer,
Yeah.
immediately the world is happy. We feel better. When we are calmer, we are grateful.
Mm-hmm.
We enjoy every minute of our life. Me, I talk to you. I am so grateful to talk to you. Life is so short. We must be kind. We must be happy. We must rediscover our family. We must rediscover our friends. We must rediscover every minute of our life. My religion, it's to be grateful. So how to be grateful if the mind is calmer? Because when we are stressed, when the brain is running all time, we can't be grateful. We can't appreciate every minute of the life.
Yeah.
So to be calmer with this app, with our cell phone, it's a revolution.
Yeah.
What we talk in your show, Sonny, today, it's a revolution. Everyone in the world can be calmer immediately.
You know, I love these words you're saying, and I'm thinking of one of the meditations you have in your book also. You have many meditations, or 10 specifically, and one that I love that I play with a lot is to be like a mountain. And there's the one, be like the dolphin, be like different things. But what I love about the mountain is I think of that as, first of all, when we sit and we meditate and cross our legs in a certain way, we can feel like a mountain shape. You know, we have the pyramids, we have all these sacred geometric shapes. And the mountain is certainly a geometric sacred shape. And I think of the mountain, and I think of all the things that happen on a mountain. The trees growing, the animals coming and running around on the trees, the grass there, the little bushes. And the mountain just says, come, grow on me. Come, play together. Come, bird, fly from one tree to another tree. Come, little insects that are in the ground, walking around and doing what you do, and the bees and the microbes and everything that's happening. And the mountain doesn't say, oh my God, get off my mountain. Or the mountain doesn't say to the other mountain next door, you have more stuff than I do. Or you have less stuff than I do. or give me some of your stuff. And so when I think of that, I think of how the mountain holds all of this for all of this life to just be free and happen, all of the breath, all of the air, all of the sacredness that goes on. I just love that. So thank you. I play with it that way. I use my imagination that fun way.
We are what we think. When you talk about imagination, Sonny, it's so true. We are that we visualize. So when we think about a mountain, when we meditate like a mountain, we become a mountain. We go in a meeting, we are less stressed. We are sitting down like a mountain. We drive our car like a mountain.
Yes.
You know, I have a
I like
funny
that.
story to share with you. A few weeks ago, one of the parolee at Amity Foundation, he said to me a beautiful story. He said, "Oh, Michel, I got a job today." I say, "Wow, congratulations." He said, "Yes, you know how I got the job? At the interview, I was sitting down like a mountain. And the manager who interviewed me, she gave me the job immediately.
Woo!
She said, 'You are so calm. I give you the job.' And he said, 'Yes, I am sitting down like a mountain.'"
That's rocks. That just completely rocks.
We need to be more grounded. We talk too much for nothing. We think too much for nothing. The brain is running all time for nothing.
Oh my gosh, so true.
When we are like a mountain, we are in eternity. There is no time suddenly. We come from the eternity and we go to the eternity the last day.
And we are eternity.
We are eternity, so true. So suddenly when we are calmer like a mountain, it's contagious. Our friend feel better. We can say hello to our child. When we go back home today, we say hello to our child. But if the child feel that we are like a mountain, the child say, "Wow, I listen to you deeply."
They feel safe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think that's what we do. I notice that with me too. When I understand a lot about energy, and I know that when I'm off,
Yes.
I know that I'm not safe to myself. You know, I could have an accident. I could maybe do something with my car if I'm not really on it. I'm not really focused. I'm not really centered. And when I am, I'm safe to myself, and so I'm safe to play with you.
Yes.
You know, I'm not going to pull you down because I'm drowning, right? We're going to play on the water and be safe with each other. And I think that's so important for us to remember that and to kind of dig in and play around with that,
Yes.
like really understand that when we're taking care of ourselves, that we do create a safety for ourselves and for children around us and
Yes.
anyone around us. It's very
Yes.
important, don't you think?
It is so important, and as you know, I think that a cell phone can save the world because the world lives in a cell phone.
Yeah.
So, with also my friend Mana Dabokar, Mana, she's the CEO of GIFT, the non-profit, to help a lot of children around the world. We have decided to create a joint venture also to create a lot of meditation classes free for homeless people, for autistic children, for people who have Alzheimer, for many people, they can't have meditation classes.
That sounds fantastic. And one thing I want to say about meditation, I want to make sure that we talk about a couple things before we end, because I know Kurt's going to tell me in a few minutes. Time to go, guys. The first thing that I want to make sure that we talk about is really the concept of meditation. Again, we talked about meditation like the mountain. You talked about meditation not being specifically like in the ashram, but in walking meditations, being in native lands, being in nature. So I want to talk about that. And
Yes.
like in your book, meditating like a dolphin.
In Tibetan,
Let's talk about that.
It's interesting what you say. Your question is essential because when we talk about meditation in America, we have immediately the cliche.
Yeah.
You know, the beautiful girl in a lotus position, home. We never do that in a monastic life.
So what
we
do
don't
you do?
that. What we do, it's exactly the etymology of meditate. in Tibetan etymology,
Uh-huh.
meditation means I train my mind in my daily life. So it means that I practice meditation when I am in my kitchen, when I am in the car, when I am at the workplace, when I talk to you now. This is my meditation.
So
to be more
walking
present,
meditation.
to be
Yeah.
more present in every second of our life.
Okay.
Peace, it's like
Yes.
oxygen.
Yes.
Anytime, anywhere. There is not a time to meditate and a time to work. It doesn't work like that.
Okay,
It's a wrong
great.
perception of meditation.
Myth busting. We're myth busting people again. I love the myth busting.
No, it's interesting. There is not a time
Yes.
to be calm and a time to be stressed.
Yes.
There is the life. And during every minute of our life, we learn to be more present. We learn to be calmer. We learn to be happy. There is not a time we are happy and a time we are unhappy. We can be happy all time. We can be grateful all time.
Exactly. I mean, I'm laughing when you're saying that because I'm thinking of how I might be a little bit late or I'm looking for my keys and then they happen to be under a pillow and I lift the pillow and there they are and I say, "Oh, thank you, pillow," or "Thank you, keys," and
Exactly.
I'm so happy to both. It's like, yay!
Any situation
I mean, that is really
is
the
a
fun.
any situation is a precious opportunity
Yes.
to train our mind. Any situation.
I love that. And I want to know, because we're in the season of gratitude, one of the things that I was really wanting to say about by the way, I want to ask Kurt, how many more minutes do we have, Kurt?
14.
Okay. Oh, okay. What I want to say about gratitude at this time of year, especially, is when we're with people. I love to doing this at this time of the year. I love doing it all the time, but at this time of the year specifically, we often come in contact with family members or friends we haven't seen all year, holiday situations, and often we tend to expect, we kind of fall into what the family thinks of us, you know, like how they looked at us when we were 10. Or when we see our family, we think of our brother or sister or mom or auntie in the way that we've always thought of them. And what I love to be able to do, like, isn't this a fun idea? It's like kind of a game, but it's fun. And I think it's going to be so great for you guys to, when we go into a family situation like that, to first of all, let go of all the people in your family and in-laws and all that, and just listen to them for the first time maybe, and just ask them fun questions. And don't worry about telling them, "Oh, you did this and you did that," and "Oh, I'm this and I'm that," or fall into that thing that we did when we were always 10. Just kind of come in and you'll be surprised. People may not even notice that you're different, but what they will notice, and I've had experience of this because I play with this, is that they are just more happy being around me. And they don't even know it. It's subliminal, kind of. Or maybe it's very obvious, but it's just such a fun game, and I say that in a positive way, you know, obviously, not in a manipulative way. But yes?
I mean, what you say is this is the most important. Because, again, to be grateful, it's to be more alive.
Mm-hmm.
This is the difference between existing and living.
Ah, yes.
When we
Yes.
exist, we do many things, but we are never alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we are grateful, we are alive.
Yes.
We
Yes.
enjoy every minute. So for me, there is two different gratitude. There is the human gratitude. We enjoy a good situation. I have a new job. I have a new wife. I have a new dog. I enjoy. I am so grateful. But there is also a divine gratitude.
Ooh.
A gratitude grander than ourselves, especially in difficult moments. I am sick, but I am grateful because my sickness is my teacher. Through my sickness, it's like God said to me, "You must be calmer. You must be more healthy. You must stop to drink. You must stop to take drugs whenever. You must change your life." I mean, this is a divine gratitude. Gratitude when, for example, we have money problem. I have money problem, but I am grateful. Because with my money problem, I must be more intelligent. I must find another way in my life.
Yes. The creativity
I
has
must
to
be
come in.
exactly more
Has to,
creative.
yeah.
I must pray more. And we discover that our challenge, our difficulties, our sickness, or when we lose someone, for example, imagine today someone that we love pass away. It's difficult to be grateful. But there is a divine gratitude to say to us our life is so short.
Yes.
And when it's Thanksgiving and Christmas and every meeting that we have with our family, as we say,
Yes.
we say to our auntie, to our father, to our mother, to our grandparents, who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you in your heart? I am happy to see you because we don't know. Maybe this is the last time
Yes,
that
absolutely.
I see you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we must really enjoy every minute of the life.
Yes, and I find that when I at different times I can come into situations and have all kinds of exciting things happen. So I will be just, oh, I'm doing this and I got to do that and la 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 and la 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 la. And I find that when I calm down a little bit and I really ask questions of other people and I don't talk about myself and that sort of thing, it's actually much more fun for me also, to be able to just be quiet and to think of lovely questions that I want to know. And if it's an elder, ask questions of times gone by that I don't know about, or relationships they had with other relatives of mine, or experiences they had, or just how they feel about certain things, what's the history of this or that. And it's just, I find myself just kind of relaxing. It's like I'm off the hook. And it's a much more beautiful connection. And something that you were saying about having money problems and feeling gratitude about it, and I sort of interjected the concept of creativity. One idea that came to me too when you were talking was saying yes to things.
Yes.
We have...
Life is a yes.
And we have, you're talking a lot today about stress, and every time you say the word stress, for some reason the word fear comes to me. I feel like that's the underpinning of it, and I realize that fear can obviously really shut us down, and it's sort of the opposite of yes in a way. It's like, people say, what's the opposite of black or white or good or bad? Fear? Yes. And I'm thinking that, gosh, when we're in a situation that's painful, or we're just not digging it, and we're just not happening the way we want it to be, it's like just to be able to be quiet for a minute, to let our bodies calm down. If it takes 1 minute, so much can come through. And little tidbits of something comes through to like nudge us some way or another. Maybe a weird name comes in and we think, oh, what is that? Like we just kind of brush it off like some lint on our sleeve. And it may be that yes, that is going to take us to something.
Yes, and because also meditation, it's not a technique. It's a transmission of energy.
Ooh.
It's a transmission of energy. So
Say
with
that
Mind
again.
Dive, with a cell phone, all the energy that we have put in this application with Myron McKinley, with Verdine White, with Christina Hill, with Enna Love, with all the people, Michael Beckwith is also in the app, with Sonia Home, all this energy help the person to be calmer immediately. We don't give tips. We
Yeah.
don't say, be like this, be like that, be positive. Shut up with your tips. We receive 10 million tips per second in America. And I was so surprised when
So
I came
true.
from my
So
monastery. I saw in America the motivators, they are so stressed. They jump on stage, be positive, be like this. Shut up, my babies.
Yeah.
Be less stressed. So, how to be calmer? It's not a question of tips. It's a question of energy, of transmission of energy. And
Yay.
when I have the chance to have co-write a book with the Dalai Lama, I was very impressed how the Dalai Lama is so quiet.
Uh-huh.
He doesn't give tips. Just you feel his energy,
Yes.
you are more quiet.
Yay.
When you go on stage to see Earth, Wind and Fire,
Yeah.
when the show starts, immediately you are happy at the first note
Yes.
because they share a huge love with you.
Yeah.
So This app, it's like that. Just an app on a cell phone, and immediately in 1 second, we feel calmer, we feel happy. We can save the world with a cell phone.
I love it. And you know what, again, what this is reminding me to say, which I love, is that it's all about how we feel about things. There are many, many people, there are actually books written now about unplugging and all of that about technology.
It's not a technique.
And it's just about, guys, it's like, it's all about our come from. It's all about how we look at these things, and to be able to use such a majestic invention that in my lifetime, I remember a computer would take up a larger space than the studio we're in right now. And now we can pop it in our pocket, and it does. I don't know what the numbers are, but it's maybe 3,000 times more than that original computer. Don't quote me on that, but a massive amount. And so I'm thinking about what you're also saying about the tips. I mean, I have to laugh because people are really so in America, like, how to. Tell me how to get from here to there. And I love what you're saying because I feel my shoulders falling down. I'm really in such a place of that now in my life, too. I've been in the how-to in my life, definitely. How to this, how to that. And now, what a joy that we can just not feel so obligated to do things a certain way, to do certain yoga positions, to breathe a certain way.
We cannot talk to someone's stress.
Yeah.
We cannot talk to a child who has ADHD. We cannot talk to a prisoner. We cannot talk to a manager so stressed. What can we do? We can tune the person. The person can feel a vibration and immediately, I feel better.
Also, what I love,
I dive.
and I know that we have 2 minutes left, Kurt, we're going to go ahead and wrap up a little bit at that time.
No stress.
Is the yeah.
2 minutes in eternity.
2 minutes is in eternity.
eternity.
Is the judgment, the letting go of
course.
judgment, letting
Who we
go of
are
the
to
judgment of
judge.
ourselves
Who
with
we
the
are
how
to
to
judge.
and the tips.
Who we are to
Well,
judge.
yes, I mean, who are we? That's what you were saying, even talking about the people who are homeless and this or that, like just whatever, all the people out there who don't have a way to connect, and now they're going to be able to. And judging ourselves that we're not doing this right, this that way, tip, 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 tip. I mean, let us let all of that go and let's just dance and sing and play.
Exactly.
And meditate like the dolphin. Let's get into more dancing and singing and chanting
dive.
together.
To dive inside us.
To dance in the streets. So I am going to say that we are wrapping it up. I want to say that we are going to mind dive. It is going to be available in the next short bit.
Yes.
It's going to be, people are going to be able to find it again.
Yes.
Just
yes.
Google, or what
Exactly.
do people do?
We Google
mind dive.
Mind dive. We download immediately. No Visa card, no credit, no password, nothing. Just
And the people
download.
can share with your friends, people who you feel are disconnected, not that you're judging them, but definitely for yourselves, all you guys out there that have it for yourselves. And let's just play with letting go of the fear and feeling the joy and
Yes.
feeling the gratitude at this gratitude time of year. And congratulations. I would like a big round of applause for congratulations to you, to Myron,
Congratulations
and
to my
all
run,
of the
to
people
all the people who work on this app.
who have brought
All
this.
the people. Congratulations to you, Sonny.
Thank
to
you.
do your show.
Thank you.
You help a lot of people every day. Your energy
Oh
is
my
contagious.
gosh. Thank you. And until next time, just remember that we have the power of one. We're always reaching into ourselves to find that solutionary within us, solution with air. And let's just play, shall we? Let's just lighten up and play. So until next time, this is Sunny Chayes with Michel Pascal, and Myron left. But until next time, remember all of that and love you all. Bye-bye.
God bless you.